Over the last 3 episodes, we have worked with Dina in a specific scenario to cost her product for a specific order. In this episode, we're going to continue to work on her product cost beyond the specific scenario presented by the customer. In this episode, we're going to discuss the cost of distribution and getting your product to market.
As we segue from materials, labor, and the overhead discussion we had, now we're going to go into channels of distribution and marketing, which really are a part of overhead. They're just a really big part of overhead, getting that product from you, mixing it all up and making it look pretty, to people who want to eat it, like me.
It all depends on if you're distributing straight out your retail, or if you're distributing yourself to someone like a grocery store or a specialty store, or if you're having a distributor actually do this distributing for you, where you pay somebody else to go out and rep your product to put it in the stores. What I've been quoted in the past is 25%. In this scenario, if it was going to go to market, I would have to have a markup of 55% to be able to cover the distributor costs and my overhead costs, and the retail would be above and beyond that 55%.
That makes it seem a little challenging in some cases to work with a distributor.
Because of that margin, what it costs for my product to be produced, my retail would end up being out of what the average person would be willing to pay. That's why I do not use a distributor.
Okay, as we go from that discussion to getting the product to the customer, what do you do?
If I'm selling it directly to the customer, they're coming in my retail store or they're ordering off my website. If we're doing a wholesale scenario, then they're going into one of the places that retail my product. And those places, I have to go out and find out who the buyer is and say, this is what I would love you to carry. And it's really up to the buyer. So I found some buyers, they only like dark chocolate, so they're only going to carry dark chocolate. They're not going to carry milk chocolate. Their personal preference goes in sometimes to what they purchase.
Takes a lot of communication with people.
It does, and you have to work with them.
When you're in a situation like that, I imagine that you're also looking for position in the store.
Yes, so some stores, you're going to pay a premium for that space on that shelf, and other stores you do not. Where I go into varies depending on if I have to pay for a shelf space. Because I'd rather not, because that means it's a higher cost to my consumer.
Okay, so compare and contrast that to, I've seen you at chocolate festivals, other kinds of trade shows. How do you go about that?
Quite often I actually get inquiries about wholesale or custom work from those events, but I treat those events as a retail event. We've
gone through the wholesale, you've got some retail going on out there, trade shows, and you have your store here. Now we're going to talk how you get the word out beyond those.
The marketing.
Right, the marketing.
The branding. Early on, I didn't have the funds to pay somebody to create the labels, to design things. Like learning chocolate, I had to do it, so I did it.
Do you use social media marketing?
I post on social media, but I don't do a lot of paid advertising on social media at this time. It works, but that has slipped through the cracks.
One of the things that I'm impressed as we've had these discussions is you know who you are, you know where you are, you know what you are, and you know what you want to achieve with it. And you've got that all nailed so that you have a quality product that gets in the hands of the consumer. So talking about the special order, the special order must fit into this channels of distribution, marketing type of thing, and getting people to recognize your product, sample your product.
So I get referrals because of custom work that I have done. And so that's actually how this one came to me. She saw a product, loved the product, and wanted to see if I could create something for her. So that's how it started, is this referral. Now, will I do it for no profit? No. I'm not a business if I'm doing things for no profit. I have to have enough to cover the expenses and have a little bit of profit so I can keep building the business. You can't do things for free.
That's a bottom line issue.
Yes.
And next we're going to talk about profit and loss statements.